aspects of Rahu and Ketu is not cleared in that class.
See, in BPHS or in any classical book, aspect of Rahu Ketu is not mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I have not talked about Rahu and Ketu. Okay, so what happens is nowadays, many people get confused about the Argala of Rahu and Ketu.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a concept, we call it Argala. Okay, so obviously we are not covering that part in our course. Argala is something advanced topic. Okay, so in scripture it mentioned Rahu and Ketu have Argala on 5th and 9th house. Okay, so it means that 5th and 9th house have an influence of Rahu and Ketu, something like this. So what I think many people get confused about this 5th and 9th Argala, they consider it as an aspect.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so that's why they are writing in books like Rahu Ketu have aspect of 5, 7, and 9 like this. Okay, but if you pick any classical book, BPHS, Faldipika, any book, okay, you will not find anything about the Rahu Ketu, not even the ownership of Rahu Ketu and exaltation, debilitation sign for the Rahu Ketu is mentioned. Okay, so what they say is every Rishi and Acharya, what they suggest, Rahu and Ketu always give the result. Rahu Ketu give result in two different ways. Okay, although I will cover this part in detail, but I will just give you a hint. Okay, so like all planets have different methods of giving result. Okay, planets can give result wherever they are placed.
Yeah.
Correct. The planets can give the result wherever they aspect.
Yes.
Correct. Planets can give the result of their nakshatra.
Yes.
So this thing we will see. Okay. Planets can give the result if they are aspected by some other planets.
Yeah.
Okay, like this. Okay. But Rahu Ketu give the result of their dispositor.
Yeah.
Okay, what is dispositor? Dispositor means understand
The
everybody.
sign in which they are sitting. Please.
Yes. Okay. So dispositor means like let's say if Rahu is placed in Aries sign in any chart. Okay. So dispositor is what? Dispositor is Mars. Why? Because Rahu is placed in Aries sign, correct?
Yeah.
Aries sign is ruled by Mars. So Rahu will behave like a Mars in that chart. Okay. So let's say if Rahu is placed in Libra sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the dispositor becomes Venus.
Venus.
So Rahu will behave like Venus.
Yeah.
Like this. Okay. Like this, Rahu and Ketu give the result of dispositor. This is the first. Second rule is if any planet is conjoined with Rahu and Ketu.
Yeah.
Okay. Rahu will behave like that other planet.
Yeah.
It means now they will not behave like a dispositor. They will behave like a conjunct planet.
Conjunct.
Okay. But obviously they will give the result of dispositor. Okay. They will impact them. Okay. But the nature of Rahu and Ketu becomes like a conjunct planet. Okay. Dispositor is a very important concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So in next coming classes, you will see a dispositor is used everywhere. Okay.
तो सर डिस्पोजिटर का वो कम इफेक्ट करेगा डिस्पोजिटर को और वो जो कंजुगेशन में है उसके लिए ज्यादा उसका इफेक्ट होएगा.
No, this is the not a matter of kam jada effect. Okay, so what I'm saying, if Rahu Ketu, either they will give the result of dispositor if they are alone first, okay, or they will give the result of conjunct planet. It means no, I'm using the wrong word. Give the result. I'm saying Rahu will behave like a dispositor or Rahu will behave like a conjunct planet. It's about behavior.
और सर दोनों होंगे तो दोनों की जैसा बिहेव करेगा?
नहीं, conjunct.
Okay.
So priority we should give to the conjunction.
Okay.
Second priority is dispositor. So Rahu and Ketu behave like these planets. Okay, but they will impact dispositor anyway. Okay, every planet will going to impact, or what our Rishi says, dispositor actually is a controller of that planet. in every case. Let's say your Jupiter is placed in Scorpio. Okay. Now Jupiter is placed in Scorpio. Scorpio ruled by Mars. So Jupiter's dispositor is Mars, correct? So Mars is having the capability. Mars can control Jupiter being a dispositor.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is what theory says. Okay, and we'll use it in our horoscope analysis also.
Yes.
तो सर इट मीन्स अगर राहु केतु चंद्रमा के साथ बैठे हैं तो वो चंद्रमा की तरह बिहेव करेंगे, लेकिन क्योंकि वो एरीज में है तो वो मार्स का उसका डिपॉजिटर हो जाएगा, ये आप कहना चाह रहे हैं? ठीक.
Sir,
Okay.
in case
Hmm.
of conjunction, then like when we, what about the degrees? Like if Rahu or Ketu's degree is more than the conjunct planet, or the conjunct planet's degree is more than the Rahu and Ketu, then like still they will behave like the conjunct planet, or it will behave like the dispositor.
Okay, so I will clarify one point here. Like when you say other planet is behind the Rahu Ketu or next to Rahu Ketu. This is what you are saying, correct?
Yes.
So conjunction, whenever we see conjunction, okay, conjunction means planet placed in the same sign first, which everybody think like this. If planet is placed in the same sign, we consider it as a conjunction. Okay, but conjunction have many other rules also. Okay, conjunction can be in same sign. Okay, conjunction also possible if they are in same nakshatra. Correct.
Yeah.
Conjunction is and when you use the degree, correct. So let's say if three planets are combined in same sign, okay, and Rahu, Sun, and Mars. Let's say if Rahu and Mars, three planets are combined. Now you want to see like which planet is creating more impact on Rahu and Ketu. So the planet which is more closer to the Rahu Ketu, that will impact. We'll study like this. Okay, it doesn't matter Rahu is planet is behind the Rahu or next to Rahu.
सर एक छोटा सा कंफ्यूजन, ये कंजंक्ट जो आप बता रहे हो कि ये कंजंक्शन में है, तो उसमें राहु वो उसमें राहु का क्या रोल रहता है सर?
कंजंक्शन में राहु का क्या रोल रहेगा?
हाँ जी.
That we will see in the chapter of yoga. Okay.
Okay.
When we study the yoga,
Okay.
I will show you how to use it. Okay.
Okay.
But first you need to understand how they are conjunct. Okay. So generally all beginners, what they can understand is in one Rashi, if multiple planets are there, we call it conjunction in one house. Okay. This is just a general definition.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if planet is 5 degree behind and 5 degree next to the planet, okay, that will impact more as
Okay.
compared to other conjunction.
हाँ सर, यही इम्पैक्ट में थोड़ा सा मिस हो गया था मेरा, वो कुछ सेकंड्स का.
Impact means, let's say if you're predicting anything about the Rahu, okay,
हाँ.
so you have to include that planet which is coming under the 5 degrees. Like this. Okay, not only with Rahu, for every planet. Like for example, if Sun, Saturn, and Ketu is placed in one
कंजंक्ट.
sign. Okay.
Yes.
So what are the prediction we can make? Okay, we can make multiple prediction from this. Okay, Sun, Saturn, Ketu. So it means the person's father is very prestigious in his profession.
Okay.
Okay, this is one prediction we can make. Why? Because of Sun, Saturn conjunction.
Right.
Okay, Ketu means what? Ketu is a hurdle. Okay, so these Karaktatva we will learn in the upcoming classes. Okay, but you should have an idea. Okay, how we are mixing it. If Sun, Saturn, Ketu, if three planets are combined, Ketu is what? Hurdle. Okay, so we can make another prediction. At some point of time, this native's father will face difficulty in profession.
Okay.
Okay, but now depending on the conjunction, we can modify the result. Okay, so in first prediction, I said native's father is very prestigious in his profession. Means he is doing some prestigious work, or he's having some kind of good reputation in career. Okay, because why Saturn is the Karaka of profession. Okay, when Sun is conjunct with Saturn, okay, those natives' father is good in his career, like reputation. Sun is government, king. Okay, Saturn is profession.
Right.
Okay, but let's say now in between Sun and Ketu, if Ketu is more closer to Saturn,
Okay.
okay, then the element of that break or the Ketu Karak Tattva, Ketu is break or Ketu is some setbacks or
Hurdles.
problems, hurdles. Okay, if that is more closer to Saturn degreecally,
Hmm.
okay, so it means in his profession, in whose profession, that father's profession,
Fathers.
hurdles is more.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but if Sun is more closely conjunct and Ketu is in same sign, but uh, degreecally is more away from that Saturn. So that native's father will face difficulty. Okay, but after some time, or that is easy to manage.
Okay.
Okay,
He'll have a good name. Huh?
good name. So we will use conjunction degrees like this. Okay, I'm just
Okay.
giving you a small example. Okay, but from this three conjunct planet, okay, Sun, Saturn, and Ketu, we can derive at least 10 to 20 predictions.
Sir, do we
Right.
have degrees in Navamsha also?
Yes, degrees is available in every divisional chart.
Okay.
Okay. See, without degree,
So,
this
but
whole
that will be
Jyotish,
different from the D1.
yeah, that is different from the D1. And these degrees are very important. Okay, without degrees, we can't calculate anything in Jyotish, not even aspect. Okay, although uh, okay, I will talk
So we
about this
are we
in.
discussing, are we going to study the degrees now, or it is in the later period, like later classes, next class?
Degrees, I will give you the degreecal aspect of knowledge whenever it is required. Okay, otherwise, let's say we have seen the aspect, correct? So technically, we should read aspects in terms of degrees only.
Okay, so like if I mean, how
Okay,
do you
but
know, like if a planet is in from between 0 to 10 degrees, what impact will it have? Like between 10 to 20 degrees or
no, no,
20?
no, 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 no. This is not like this. Okay, so don't go with these kind of theories like you are reading on internet, or I hope in some videos. So don't do like this. Okay,
Some
first
of
we
the degrees are
understand the,
natural.
yeah. So first you understand the basics of this. Okay,
Okay.
then using degrees are not that much difficult. Okay,
Hmm.
so we will do it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. You have to understand one thing. If I teach you in every degree how planet is behaving, okay, let's say if Sun is in 1 degree, this is the result. Sun is in 2 degree, this is, or if Sun is placed in between 0 to 10, this is the result. Okay, if I can give you the result of 0 to 10, I can also give you the result of 0 to 5. I can also
Okay.
give you the result of 0 to 2. That is also possible, no?
Yeah.
So 0 to 10 means what we are doing, we are dividing every Rashi in three parts. It means we are discussing about the Dreshkan. So in books we
Come back
have
again.
Dreshkan result,
Drishkana. Okay.
Dreshkan also like this. Okay, if you want to read about the 1 degree result, we can do that thing also, but these are useless because you can't memorize all these results, na. So what we should learn? We should learn how to decode it. Okay, once you able to understand how we are manifesting the results, okay, you can create your own sutras, or you can create your own formulas. Okay, you can decode result automatically.
Okay.
Okay, see, problem with every learner is what they want. I told you, like everybody wants 2 minutes Maggi noodle kind of Jyotish. Okay, everybody wants the cooked thing. Okay, so the Jyotish is not like this. Okay, there are thousands of combinations. Okay, if planet is placed in 0 to 10 degree, This is the result. Now that result can be modified by 10 different rules. But if you don't know those 10 rules, now you will make mistake. Okay, so this is what. So
that
we
is part of advanced study or basic study?
no, these are the part of advanced studies.
Okay.
Okay, so I will give you demo about the degrees. Then you will understand why we are not including that thing in the beginner's course, because it requires a lot of calculation. Okay, that I will show you. Yes,
Thank you.
Mitanshi.
So I was, like you mentioned, ki if Sun and Saturn are placed together, then the father would have a successful profession or a career.
Successful, no successful. I'm not
Or a
saying
high
successful,
profile.
but some reputation in the profession. That is
Right.
possible.
Right.
If no other planet are influencing.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but between Saturn and Sun, they are both enemies, like that you had mentioned in our last this thing. So, how is that the only prediction that we can give?
No. This is 100% applicable. You test it in any chart. Okay. This is possible. If Ketu is there, that native will do profession related to his father only, or some element of father's profession is there in the native's work. Okay, that is possible. Now question is about the enmity. Okay, enmity is there, we know everything. Okay, but the karak tattva, there is no enmity between the karak tattvas. Okay, so Sun and Saturn are enemies, they will create trouble, no doubt. Okay, but there are some aspects of life in which you have to use like this. Saturn is a karaka of profession. No matter what, you have to use Saturn as a karaka for the career only. So whenever you want to discuss career, you need Saturn. Okay, now if you need government job, then you need to check Sun and Moon only, na? Because we don't have any option. Sun and Moon are the karak tattva for the government profession, for government, not profession. If in anybody's chart, if Sun and Moon is not in the yoga or conjunction in the chart, government job is not possible. Conjunction with what? Conjunction with Saturn. Okay, no matter Saturn, Sun are enemies. Okay, but if you want government job, you need the support of the Sun, Saturn both. Okay, so the enmity concept is not applicable like this in everywhere. Okay, so that you will understand with experience. Okay, so when we read the more and more charts, you will see the difference here. Okay, Sun Saturn can create trouble in profession, that is possible. Now that depends whether Sun is ahead of Saturn or behind of Saturn. Okay, so like this, there are many other things, and that also depends on which sign this conjunction is happening. Okay, so let's say in Leo sign, if Sun Saturn are conjunct. Okay, so father may have the reputation in work, that is possible, because why? Sun is in the own sign, correct? But in spite of having the reputation, he will face difficulties because of this enmity. Now, in that case, that is possible, because why? Now here Sun is dominant. Okay, like this, you have to change the results. It comes with the experience.
Right, thank you.
Okay, so like in my chart also, Sun, Saturn, Ketu all are combined in one sign. Okay, so yeah, father is having some reputation in career, that is also true. But when Sun, Saturn, Ketu combine, that native is also into the work which is similar to the father's work, or some content of father's work is included in my career also, and that is true. Okay, so you can check this in any chart, you'll find it. Okay,
Sir,
so
sir, in Sun, Saturn, Ketu, you are talking. Sir, can in this condition, can the parents force the progeny to choose a career of their choice?
no, it is not correct in 100% cases. Okay, in every
Okay.
cases, but you will find the influence of career in that person. Okay, now it depends upon the strength of sun.
Okay, sir.
Okay, maybe they can force,
Okay.
maybe not. But in both cases, you will see the influence.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so like
But
this.
even if
Hmm.
sir, even if the Saturn is aspecting Sun, it will be a government job, right? अगर वो अपनी तीसरी एस्पेक्ट कर रहा है सैटर्न सन के ऊपर, देन आल्सो इट बिकम्स अ गवर्नमेंट जॉब.
Not 100%. Okay, not 100%. Now you are talking about the aspect that is third aspect, correct? So not in
Yes,
every
sir.
case.
Yes, sir.
Not in every case.
All right.
Okay, so the
Okay.
combination which I am talking, Sun, Saturn, Ketu in one house or in trinal. In these two conditions, you will see these two prediction always true, or at least one prediction is always true without fail.
All right.
Okay, but if they're placed in some other positions, like from third house, in fourth, or in 10th, then it can be modified. Okay, so in every class now I will give these small predictive rules, okay, that you can apply directly in any chart. Okay, so for today it is enough. This is enough, one rule, otherwise this whole session will go like this. Okay, so you can just write down if Sun, Saturn, Ketu are placed in one sign, in same sign or in trinal, that native is doing profession related to his father. Okay, some influence of father's profession is there, and his father have some reputation in career in his own profession. Okay, so like this, hmm, and that native will see growth in career after 30th year. When he reach to 30 or after 30, he will see growth in his career. Whenever
Sir,
Sun,
I
Saturn is
want to
there.
ask a question.
Yeah.
So about the profession, you're talking about the father's profession. So this conjunction has to be in the 10th house, or it is for any house?
Any house.
Okay.
Forget about the lagna. Any house. Any
Okay.
house or in trinal to that house. Both case is correct.
Okay.
So trinal means first, fifth, and ninth house.
Let's say if Saturn is in first house, Sun Ketu is in fifth house.
Okay.
Or Saturn
Not
is in first house, Sun Ketu in ninth house.
or in first, fifth, and ninth. All three
All
in
three are
different
distributed.
houses also. They'll
Hmm.
be the same. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
So,
can I ask a question?
hmm.
What if Saturn and Sun have done Rashi Parivartan?
Then also
Will there be
possible.
any enmity, or will they be helpful to each other?
See, generally, theory says if there is exchange in signs, okay, they will support each other. They will support each other. Okay. Hmm. Okay, then. Okay, I will take last question now. Yes, Beenaji.
Sir, you just mentioned like if the predictive rule,
Hmm.
Sun, Saturn, and Ketu. You just mentioned like if Sun, Saturn, and Ketu are in any house,
Hmm.
like all together, or like for example, if Sun, Saturn is in first house or fifth house or ninth house, and Ketu is in either of these houses, or all three has to be in any one house in the
All
horoscope.
condition is correct. If all are together in one sign, if they are distributed in three signs in trinal,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
if one planet is in one sign, two planets is in one sign in trinal,
Okay, but
all
not the
conditions are
Kendras.
correct.
But not the
Not
Kendras.
Kendra, Trikon.
Only Trikons. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, now in this prediction, okay, why I have given this prediction is what Beenaji is asking about the degrees. Okay, now here degrees will play a role. Okay, that what is the degree role here, that I will explain after 2-3 classes. Okay, but before that, just test it whether this is working or not. Okay, so in order to, okay, so as you all are beginners, so you have to understand this one point. So whenever you test any technique, okay, like you have one technique now, okay, Sun, Saturn, Ketu together in one sign or in trinal to each other. Okay, no matter which lagna, no matter which lagna. Okay, now whenever you test this technique, remember test at least in 10-15 charts before you reach to conclusion. First thing. Okay, never check in your own chart and come into conclusion, yeah, this is not working in my chart. No, don't do like this. Okay, at least check in 15 charts. So that's why you need 15, 20, 25 horoscopes data. Okay, then only you can check it. Second point, in order to test these kind of rules, you should have an idea about the background of that person. Okay, and you should be sure. Otherwise, many a times what people will not disclose you everything. Okay, if you are not sure, then don't test these kind of techniques in those charts. Okay, otherwise what happens is maybe your analysis is correct, your prediction is correct, but they have not shared you the correct information, so you may got demoralized. Okay, so that's why I don't apply these rules on unknown charts. If you know them, if you have a correct details, then check these rules, they are working.
This
Yes.
rule does not apply to the aspect, right?
No aspect.
Okay.
Only conjunction and in trinal position is enough.
Okay. So the two principles of this rule is conjunction and trinal position, and no, it applies to all the lagnas.
Yes.
And it will be more stronger if the planets are occupying their own houses or the exaltation and the closer, the degrees also.
Yes.
You will
If
later.
yeah, see, always remember Swarashi. Swarashi means own Rashi. Okay, Mitra Rashi, friendly sign, and Uch Rashi means exaltation.
So ये exaltation और debilation आपने कराया था क्या सर?
अभी नहीं, अभी हम करेंगे, आज करेंगे उसको. ठीक है, so these are the 3 rules. You should write down in some place. Okay, exaltation, own sign, friendly sign. Okay, these 3 are the auspicious influence of the planet. So whenever you see these three rules applying for any planet, that planet is capable of giving their full result.
Since they are not in Kendra, so Digvala will not be applicable here.
See, Digbal, all these things are not required for this prediction. This is directly applicable. Okay, yeah. So now, in last session, we have seen about the aspect. Okay, we have seen Jupiter's 5-9 aspect, including 7, Mars 7th aspect, including the special aspect of 4 and 8. Correct? Saturn 7th aspect, including 3 and 10. Okay, Mars, Venus, Sun, Moon. These all planets have 7th aspect only. Correct? So these we have seen. I hope everybody can apply these aspect of planets easily in all chart. If anybody in the class who have not understood the aspect concept, they can raise their hand. Okay.
Sir, Saturn is a 3rd and 11th or 3rd or 10th? 10th. Okay.
3rd and 10th. Okay, now it BPHS, Parashar Rishi first explain the Rashi Drishti, Rashi aspect. Okay, then after that he explained planetary aspect. Okay, which we call Graha Drishti. So basically we have 2 kind of aspect, Rashi aspect and Graha aspect. Okay, so we are going to study only Graha aspect for now. Okay, but you can write it down. There's another kind of aspect of Rashi aspect. Okay, so this Graha aspect Okay, generally, I have already explained the famous aspect which everybody know. You will find this thing in every book. Okay, some seventh aspect for every planet, and then special aspect for the Jupiter, Mars, and
Saturn.
Saturn. Okay, but there are some other aspect also. Okay, that people generally don't use. Okay, but you should know about this. Okay, because here also you will see in some time prediction. You will see some variations in your predictions also if you apply these rules. Now, what are these rules? So Parashar Rishi says, not only Parashar Rishi, every Rishi in their book he is talking about these rules, but as we are not reading the classics, so we ignore it. Okay, so Graha aspect have two kinds of aspect. One is the Sanskrit word is Pada Drishti or Purna Drishti. Pada Drishti means partial aspect. Purna Drishti means full aspect. Okay, Pada Drishti and Purna Drishti. Partial aspect and full aspect. Okay.
Drishti.
Drishti means aspect. Okay. For foreigners,
Aspect and Purna Drishti. Right, right. I took cataract.
okay. So two kind of aspects. Parashar Rishi says partial aspect and full aspect. Partial aspect we say Pada Drishti, and full aspect we say Purna Drishti. Okay, so these Sanskrit word you should note down, everybody. Okay, so and try to use this Sanskrit words only, if possible. Okay. So now seventh aspect is always full aspect. Okay, we call it Purna Drishti. But rest of other aspects are Pada Drishti. Okay.
Okay,
But
sir,
Jupiter,
सबके
for every planet.
Okay.
But for Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars, we have exception here. For Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars, the other aspect, special aspect. Okay, third and tenth for the third and tenth for every planet is a Pada Drishti, is a partial aspect. For every, it means every planet have third and tenth aspect, which generally people don't know. Okay, so every planet have third and tenth aspect. Okay, but those are partial aspect. Only Saturn third and tenth aspect is a full aspect.
Okay.
Anybody heard this thing before?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is already in our scriptures and we should use it. Okay, in same manner, every planet have fourth and eighth aspect also. Okay, but those are partial aspect. Only Mars have this liberty to take it as a 100% full aspect. Same thing with the Jupiter. Every planet have 5-9 aspect. Okay, but those are partial aspect. Okay, only Jupiter have this special condition for him, like he can use it as a full aspect. Okay, now this partial aspect is also having percentage of its impact. Okay, now you have to, now I will show you this thing. Yes, I will repeat this thing one more time. See this chart. Okay, partial aspect means Pada Drishti. I will mark it down so that see here on my screen. Partial aspect is equal to Pada Drishti. Pada means partial.
Partial.
Okay, full aspect Purna Drishti. Okay, now Now this partial aspect are three kinds of partial aspect. Okay, one is Ekapada Drishti. Okay, Ekapada Drishti, which is 25% influence, which having 25% influence. Okay, it means every planet whenever wherever its 25% aspect is falling, okay, they have the 25% influence on their on that sign. Okay, Dvipada Drishti. Okay, now I don't have English word for this. Okay, so I need to use it as it is. Okay, but you all can consider it as a partial aspect. Now in this Ekapada, Dvipada and Tripada, in these all partial aspect, we have categorized it. Okay, Ekapada means 25% influence, Dvipada 50% influence, Tripada means 75% influence. Okay, and Purna Drishti means full aspect, which is 100%.